Pat Cash explains why Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner's rivalry is similar to Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic's matchup. Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner have stepped up as the leading players of men's tennis. After the dominance of Roger Federer, Novak Djokovic and Rafael Nadal, many wondered who would take over at the top of the game, but since the start of 2024, Sinner and Alcaraz have dominated the ATP Tour and are the game's two top-ranked players. Their rivalry came to the fore after facing one another in the Wimbledon final, where Sinner came out on top in 4 sets. Pat Cash says Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz's matches are like Roger Federer and Novak Djokovic's. Jannik Sinner and Carlos Alcaraz have a compelling head-to-head rivalry for several reasons. They both negate one another's strengths better than any other player on tour, and they have complete contrast in styles, which makes for fascinating viewing. Alcaraz is the more fiery player who has a wide range of shots to inflict damage on the world number one, while Sinner's game is more consistent and applies relentless pressure with his serving and ball striking from the baseline. Pat Cash analyzed their matchup and thinks it is similar to the head-to-head rivalry of the flair of Federer and the solid toughness of Djokovic. It's hard to say who the better player is. Carlos Alcaraz has the more complete game, but the more complete game does not always win. You've got to choose the right shots at the right time, the 1987 Wimbledon champion told BBC Sport. Jannik Sinner is just constantly putting pressure on the opponent. He is quick, he hits the ball hard, he can always come forward and hit a good volley. I suppose the more entertaining player is Alcaraz, but that doesn't always mean they're going to be the winner. We've seen that with Federer and Djokovic. Federer had all the shots and many more shots than somebody like Djokovic. But Djokovic was so very good at doing what he was doing, and I think we're seeing the same thing with Alcaraz and Sinner. Pat Cash says Carlos Alcaraz and Jannik Sinner have saved men's tennis. When an era of tennis comes to an end, people naturally look to see who will lead a new one. Following the domination of Pete Sampras, Federer took over, and he was joined at the top of the game by Nadal and Djokovic. Following their 2-decade dominance, Alcaraz and Sinner have established themselves as the two players who look set to carry the sport for the next 10 to 15 years, and Cash is grateful for it. We have just come out of one of the most incredible eras, and suddenly these two guys are stepping up, Cash told BBC Radio 5 Live. I always say Andre Agassi saved men's tennis when he came back, and these guys are saving men's tennis now. Hey friends, if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to give it a like. Got a question, opinion, or suggestion? Drop a comment below. I read all of them, and I often feature interesting ones in my next videos. And most importantly, for more exclusive boxing highlights and celebrity news, make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you never miss an update. Your support helps us grow and keep bringing you awesome content. See you in the next video. Stay safe and take care.